Side note. Well, I guess it's not really a side note, but it kind of is a side note. Matter of fact, let's just go here. I'm gonna get into it after this, but this is like a 3-minute vid. Being dumb is overpowered. What the fuck?
Hip hop.
I don't know. This coming from Shamsterdam. I don't know exactly what he's talking about, but go ahead, man. I'm trying to get that pussy, trying to get that pussy right.
Hip hop is dead. The lyricism that was once the hallmark of our genre is almost completely gone.
Is this nigga orange farming, dude? Amsterdam. Are you serious? Are we for real right now? Go ahead though. I like this beanie.
In its place is really hard beats with no lyrical value whatsoever.
That's right till you hit him and run.
And you know it's bad when even the great Kendrick Lamar has to dumb down his lyrical prowess to have an album that finally reaches the masses. It's probably what I would say if I was sad and old and probably bald.
In the same breath though, the old heads got a point. Cause rap is nothing like it was 30 years ago. The vocals, the style, what people want to hear about, it's all changed drastically.
The only thing I could think of is that Netspin snippet. Did I really like that? How do y'all feel about that Netspin snippet for real? I thought it was like, I thought it was cool. Some nigga said like, he was like, bro, this is exactly what Netspin keep making shit like this. I'm gonna start listening to Netspin. So, bro, Netspin, I didn't even know Netspin was like this. Netspin was like, I was like, bro, I don't even think that's Netspin's best song, bro. I don't know, dude. I think it's just like, I don't know. I thought it was cool.
Drastically to the point where I can't even consider it the same genre.
My little
brother, is that a bad thing?
No, nigga. No.
The reason that there's so much hate on new rap is because of one small thing. One thing that bothers people of all ages.
Well, old niggas?
And sizes.
Pause.
And things of that nature. Simplicity. J. Cole has worked endlessly to become the songwriter and lyricist that he is. Some of the songs he's made are
who is like the best? Who would be the best lyricist in the underground? And no, it's not. And no, it's not Blade. No, it's not Blade. It's not Blade. And y'all, me and Blade, I'd dap Blade. If I seen Blade in public, I would dap that nigga up. Dude, it's not Blade. Niggas was really trying to tell me like Blade was like, bro. They're like, bro, Blade is the most lyrical nigga. Da 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 da. Bro, he's not. It's cool though. You feel me? It's cool though. I can let it slide. Sometimes he can get a bar or two in. Cool. That nigga, like, what are we talking? Like, what are we saying? Are we dead ass?
So deep and intricate.
A nigga will look you dead in your eyes and be like, bro, Osama sound really be spitting, bro. What?
Listen 10 times and still have more to unpack. With the amount of time and effort that Cole has put in, I think it's fair to say that he's earned all 35 million monthly listeners. On the other hand, Playboi Carti don't really be talking about shit. On top of that, other people work tirelessly to provide Sir Cartier with a beat that would tickle his fancy. Even flow-wise, Carti switches it up a little bit, but it would not be crazy to say that his flow can get redundant. All this combined with the fact that Carti caps more than Mitchell and Ness, I think it's kind of telling of the rap landscape that Playboi Carti has a third more listeners than his harder working contemporary. And guess what? That's okay. Now, saying all that, you'd think I'd be a Carti hater, but all I've been listening to is music. And music. And more music. He's came and I'm excited. Don't get me wrong, I love Blacker the Berry and I understand Tale of Two Cities, but is it a problem that right now all I really want to hear is...
Hey, bro, I mean, like, I mean, like, I can hear the nigga to an extent, but like, bro, really what it is, bro, is there's just like, there's not enough niggas that's like doing the other side of it. You feel me? It's like everybody's doing it now, though. That's the thing. That's like the thing.
You could say my current music taste is boring.
Like, I don't know. There has to be some lyrical niggas in the underground right now. I literally can't name one though.
Inspiring and
I'll be real.
That it lacks soul. To that, I'd have to ask you one simple question. Why are you on my dick? One of the most important lessons that I've learned in level 23 is knowledge can kinda suck. Let me give you an example of how knowledge can potentially suck sometimes.
Go ahead.
Did you know that in the late 1700s and early 1800s, Americans were making purses, jewelry, and other accessories
I did not know
using black people's skin?
Oh, what the fuck?
No. It's not even the worst thing that they did. Now, as important as it is to highlight human history so we
Yo, Nick, is that true? What?
don't repeat it, I don't think
Bro,
that
that shit is crazy. Bro, what the fuck? What?
you should have to be submerged in sadness and misery constantly just to be in the know. And as different as these two topics are, it's the same for music. If you like Cardi, Future, Thug, Travis Scott, or any other brain rot rapper, that's okay.
Hey.
You should never let any...
Hey, man. Hey. Not brain... Hey, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth, man. Okay? I don't think them niggas specifically is brain rot. Brain rot is like I heard niggas call Che brain rot. I'm not gonna lie. That shit was kind of funny, but like Che's not. I don't think Che's brain rot if you're like really listening.
Anyone shame you for liking what you like, even if it's me. Chris thinks that Different Day is better than Ketamine.
Huh?
Now, although he's insanely wrong, he can still have his own opinion. It's okay to disagree. We don't have to agree on everything. Like how old heads be hating on Cardi, I haven't heard 5 good solo songs from Jay-Z in my entire life. And I've been listening to him since I was in the crib. Please, comment and tell me that I'm wrong. And if you really want to argue, or just talk, or play the game, or whatever, you should become a premium sub. Like, I know it's hard out there, but you ain't got $1.
This nigga trying to... Oh, my gosh, bruh. Damn. Well, I mean, hey, man, I heard you. I hear you, but, not. But I kind of do. Anyways, what we was finna watch before this, where's it even at? Oh, found it. This is crazy, though. I'm not gonna lie. Tay-K is never getting out. And no, he's not. If you're out the loop, Tay-K is getting testified against, or his ex-girlfriend is testifying against him. They're finna give this nigga 50 more years, to be honest. And this is like, I don't know. I don't know, man.
Recently, Tay-K's ex-girl...
If Tay-K gets out, will y'all go to a concert? Let me know, dude. When you listen to Zacchavelli, I don't know.
Friend testified against him in court, leading many to believe that this would be it for Tay-K. And obviously, I agree, but let me catch you up on everything that Tay-K has done up until this point. July 26, 2016, Ethan Walker...
He look like he from Baltimore. Oh, he giving a whole little like a play-by-play. Wait, go ahead, bro. Hold on, let me set up a little bit. Go ahead.
Is killed in a home invasion and robbery in Texas, but Tay-K claims he's innocent of the capital, but he was involved.
Bro, that whole situation is so sad, bro. This shit is so sad. Like, if you really think about it, dude, because this nigga was like, I'm not using like he was young, he didn't know what he was doing. That nigga knew what he was doing. But like, bro, he just threw his whole life away. This nigga blew up and couldn't do nothing about. He couldn't do nothing with that bread, bro. Nothing with all the momentum that nigga had. He couldn't do nothing with it. That shit is so crazy.
I do want to say rest easy, Ethan. I'm sorry you had to leave this world that way. March 27th, 2017, Tay-K cuts off his ankle monitor and fled, tweeting this in the process, which is
But you know what I've heard too? I've heard niggas like what if I don't know, bro. Like, what if he never dropped the race though? If he never dropped the race, like, would he even be this big? Probably not.
Dumb, because if you're gonna cut your ankle monitor off and do the dash, why would you announce it? But to be honest, making good music doesn't mean that you're intelligent. So April 23rd, 2017, Tay-K had allegedly shot Mark Saldivar, a photographer, in a Chick-fil-A parking lot near the North Star Mall. The situation that had occurred was that apparently an argument started between 3 men and a woman while Mark was riding in a sedan. Mark stood on the hood of the car, kicked it, and then someone leaned out and shot him. The car was gone by the time police arrived. According to Lucia Saldivar, who is Mark's mom, Mark had resisted getting robbed by Tay-K, which led to the shooting. And once again, I want to say rest easy, Mark. I'm sorry that this had to happen to you. May 25th, 2017, Skip Pepe, a 65-year-old man, had been beaten and robbed at gunpoint by Tay-K.
Wallet. You know, the second time it was, I have a gun, hand me your wallet.
65-year-old Skip Pepe was on this walking trail.
That nigga was tripping, bro. Like, what are you doing, bro? It is never that serious to where somebody got died, dude. My face is so itchy because I got all this pre-workout in my motherfucking system, bro. I'm finna, I don't know.
In Cravens Park 2 Thursdays ago, broad daylight. At first, he thought the young man with the gun was joking.
I looked at him, I says, get the hell out of here.
It happened just feet from houses, just a few yards from cars passing on Silo Road.
And I was trying to make my way, not running, but, you know, walking real fast. And I'm waving him, trying
Man,
to
it's somebody grandpops, bruh. Look at this, man. Look at his eye, man.
wave him down and say, you know, stop, I'm being robbed. Help me.
I can't get down with this at all, and I won't show it, but there is a lot of proof of
That kind of look like me, don't it? The fuck? Wait a minute. I'm glad, yo, I'm glad this is 2017, bro. If a nigga came out with this like today, they probably would have got my black ass by now. I'm be real.
But Pepe's injuries, and even in the video, despite him having healed considerably since the incident, he's still banged up.
What the fuck? Wait, hold on, dude. Where's that at?
Help me.
I can't get down with this at all, and I won't show it, but there is a lot of proof of Pepe's injuries, and even in the
Bro, they dead would have got me. I need like a thumbnail pic, bro. Hold on, wait.
But there is a lot.
Yo, what the fuck? Yo, what the fuck? Bro, I know I have a thumbnail pic somewhere. Nope, I have Osama-san. Where the fuck? I don't have no pictures of myself. Pause. Do I pause this? Bro. I actually don't have no pics of myself. What the fuck? I have pics of other men. I don't have not one of big CTG, of big goon. Oh, here we go. That's like... I don't know, bro. They would have took my ass. They would have took... Pause. They would have took my ass. Go ahead.
A lot of proof of Pepe's injuries, and even in the video, despite him having healed considerably since the incident, he's still banged up. And at this point, Tay-K had been leaving a very, very obvious paper trail of what he's been doing, and it was only inevitable that in the future it would have eventually caught up to him. You announce that you cut off your ankle monitor and then go and do violence everywhere. That's really dumb, but let's continue. June 16th, 2017, Tay-K arrives in New Jersey, but he also drops the race on SoundCloud, which we all know by now directly references him cutting off his ankle monitor and even appearing next to his real life wanted poster. And had this situation not been so...
Man, oh my gosh. But that pic is like... I don't know. I don't even want to call that pic hard. Just because of like, that's like a real thing. Like that actually happened.
Severe, and he wasn't going around harming actual people.
His whole situation is so weird, bro. Because you wanna call it like, hey, he was for real out there doing that shit. But then it's like, nigga's a murderer. You feel me? Like, nigga killed somebody, bro.
Situation not been so severe and he wasn't going around harming actual people, this would have been such a fire music video. It just gets ruined by all the stuff that he's done. June 26, 2017. 10 days after the race gets released, Tay-K has now been announced as a violent fugitive and wanted for capital murder.
And police are still searching for a 17-year-old murder suspect described as a violent fugitive. Law enforcement sources confirmed that Tamor Trevon McIntyre is a suspect in a murder case in Mansfield and in a robbery in Arlington. And tonight, his victims are speaking out. NBC5.
Bro, that nigga literally like won the lottery, and I don't know. He won the lottery and couldn't cash the check. because he had already gotten picked up at that point.
Scott Gordon.
And while this is happening, Skip Pepe has identified Tay-K as his attacker based on a photo lineup. So then at this point, the clock is
already took that nigga to Rikers Island.
Actually ticking for Tay-K. The police are slowly zeroing in on where he is. And then 4 days later, the race goes viral and hits number 44 on the Billboard Hot 100. Tay-K also drops the music video for it and promotes it on his Twitter. And today, the video is at 250 million views, which is just crazy work. And crazy enough, Tay-K is arrested the same day the music video drops in Elizabeth, New Jersey. July 20th, 2017, a judge orders Tay-K to Tarrant County Jail to be held in an adult jail, which is obvious because at this point, they are treating this man like an adult. But later in this video, I do want to briefly touch on some of Tay-K's circumstances growing up, because while this is not an excuse, it is an explanation for this behavior. And I think it's important to talk about this, so you know, hopefully we can prevent this in the future. And that just starts with awareness. But I will also say, even being a child, you should understand the weight of human life. So like that's why it's not an excuse. That's really crazy to go out of your way to do that.
Yeah, like you can say that, bro, but like at the end of the day, dude, you feel me? Like, no, not that one. At the end of the day, dude, you feel me? Like, bro, how old was Tay-K? Like 17? Bro, nigga, I was 17 before. Never did I ever feel like I ever see a nigga down the street and I'm like, I want to kill that nigga. You feel me? I'm like, I want that nigga to die today. You feel me? For real. I didn't mean to click that one. Bro, I've never thought like I'm gonna take a nigga life today. I'm gonna get so much cred. Random niggas I don't know is gonna dead me up. I'm gonna be so cool. No, bro, hell no, bro. Now GTA, yes, I do that all the time. I kill innocent people all the time in GTA. In GTA, like actual GTA, like the game, like the video game.
That to someone. June 25th, 2018. Lucia Saldivar, Mark Saldivar's mom.
Like sometimes I'm driving downtown and I see a group of never mind.
Way to do that to someone. June 25th, 2018. Lucia Saldivar, Mark Saldivar's mom, files a wrongful death lawsuit against Tay-K. With this suit, we learn more details about what happened, such as the fact that he was robbed of his camera equipment and was forced out of the vehicle. Mark then jumped on the hood of the car to stop them, and Lucia accuses Tay-K of then pulling out a gun to shoot him, leaving him in the streets to pass, and then abandoning the car at a restaurant. July 19th, 2019. Tay-K is found guilty of murder and aggravated robbery for the fatal encounter he had with Ethan Walker, and 4 days later he was sentenced to 55 years in prison and fined $21,000. And at this point, Tay-K's life is done. 55 years is essentially life, man. You miss literally all the best moments of life. 55 is such a long time. And back then, I just remember there being tons of jokes referencing Tay-K sentencing, like how he's gonna miss GTA 6, how he's gonna get out when the
Dude. What?
PlayStation like 40 or 50 drops. And then when we did end up seeing Tay-K, he ended up being bald and wearing the Clark Kents for some reason. He just had
shit. That nigga line receding. Yeah, he gonna do it.
Had spectacles on. November 15th, 2019.
You can't even feel some type of way, because it's like, bro, he did it to himself, bro. I ain't one of them niggas to be like, oh, well, he was a kid. Oh, fuck no. Oh no, because you gotta think like, bro, roles reversed. Say like that was like your cousin or something that boy done killed. Oh no. I want that nigga. Shit, I don't know, bro. What's the shit where they tie all your limbs to a horse and then they run opposite ways? Hey man.
Tay-K was indicted on the capital murder charge for the death of Mark Saldivar, and 6 days later, court date was set for February 7th of this year, with the testimony set to 10th on February 3rd of this year. The judge granted
GTA 5
a delay request, pushing the jury selection to March 31st and a testimony to April 1st, which is 8 days ago. Apparently, the defense had retrieved more evidence and is waiting for some expert reports.
I'm only giving you all 30 days because let me just tell you, I don't know if you all remember, but this case has been on the docket since 2019.
And if Tay-K gets convicted of this murder, he officially gets a life sentence. I mean, that's crazy, but 55, like I said, is damn near life. If I got 55, man, I'm gonna just reset my character. There's no point after that. But let's take a look at his ex-girlfriend's testimony, now that you're finally caught up.
We hit the light at McCullough, and Tamar took out his gun.
Hold on, y'all. All right, we're good. We're good. What's happening, bro? Niggas gotta chill. I seen niggas saying they said what they say? They said something about I don't know. They're calling this chick a torta, a torta. Niggas need to chill, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like what the fuck?
We hit the light at McCullough, and Tamar took out his gun and pointed it at Mark and asked for his bag. Mark
said she was gonna rue the day. Like, bro, where y'all niggas' parents at, bro?
Refused to give him the bag, so they all started hitting him, and Tamar was hitting him with the gun. And I started telling them to let him go, and I just kept screaming, let him go. And Jalen opened the door and started pushing him out, and he was fighting to get back in the car. I didn't let him in the car, so he went around the car and he jumped on the hood. And then the light turned green.
Once the light turned green, what happened?
He pointed the gun at me and told me to start driving. So I started driving. I didn't know where to go, so I turned into the first place that I saw, which was the Chick-fil-A. Once I turned into the Chick-fil-A, he kept yelling at me to get him off the car. I didn't know how to, so I was just going back and forth really quickly. And then Mark kicked the windshield, and Tay-K opened the door and shot him.
So this girl was the getaway driver in this organized robbery. The full story, according to her, is that Tay-K and his homeboys attempted to rob Mark. This was a setup, but Mark wasn't going for that. So after getting forced out of the vehicle, he jumped on the hood. This was his attempt to resist. And while he was doing this, simultaneously the ex was driving on the road, which is insane to me because I've been doing research and writing at the same time as I learned these facts. So to hear that Mark was on this car on the road and she was driving, attempting to make him fall off is so heartbreaking. Mark, you're a strong soul. But eventually, she turns into the Chick-fil-A and Tay-K shoots. This lines up with what the mom was saying, and all I can say is that throw Tay-K under the jail. He does not need to get out. And I know she's crying, but in my opinion, she's far from innocent. And at this point, Tay-K had already had one murder.
Nah, for sure. But it's like, it's just like, bro, hearing what the fuck happened is like, what the fuck, bro? R.I.P. though, but what?
Under his belt, so like, why are you hanging with him?
That nigga's mentally like, oh my gosh, bro. Nigga's mentally insane, dude. I see niggas is still like, there's some people that's still going crazy, like is Tay-K out of jail Twitter account, and that nigga every day he's like, no, still in jail, no. I'm like, bro, them niggas is going crazy. He's not getting out, and he probably shouldn't get out, to be honest.
But now I want to talk about Tay-K's home life a little bit and how this led to his downfall and this saturnine path. Tay-K had been in foster care growing up, which is obviously terrible, and he had an absent father.
Been in foster care since we were like really young, like damn near all our life. You feel me? Like, so we never stayed with our parents. We kind of stayed in different foster homes.
I see some people say give him a mic and some headphones. I don't even know if I want to listen to it. You feel me? I don't even know.
Tay-K's sister also says her and Tay-K were always together. It was just them. It's
just like at this point, it's like I don't know. I'd feel a little weird listening to that shit right now.
Also says her and Tay-K were always together. It was just them. And they had to run away.
We ran away. We had to run away. That's why all this shit happened, because it was not like even good when we came to our dads. You feel me? Like, not even like that. Like, a lot of dudes don't try with their kids and shit. Like, so I give my dad that. I'm not saying he's a terrible dad, but hey, bro, like, life was messed up. Like, we kind of like, it was a going on in our home.
And then one of the reasons they had to run away was because their trust was broken after being betrayed by so many people.
And then at this point in our life, like, we felt like we had like entrusted our lives to so many people. And then what, like, You feel me? Like they did us any type of way because we're kids, bro.
I recommend you go and watch this full interview by Say Cheese. It's really sad, but I did want to mention it because these broken homes make broken people who then go on to do real harm. So Tay-K was cursed from the start. So much potential this guy had, but the curses he had to endure were just too much for him. And this is not to defend him, but rather to reflect on the harsh reality black kids have to face. Rest in peace to Mark and Ethan. I'm sorry y'all had to get caught up in this. It's a sick situation all around. But what do y'all think? Do you think had Tay-K grown up in a better environment, he'd be one of the biggest artists out right now? Or was this merely a product?
I cracked this last week.
Product of spectacle egged on by the world. That's all I had to say. I'm gonna get up out of here. Peace.
I don't know what this nigga's talking about.